One thing that we are working on in math is addition fluency within 10. So, meaning they should know these facts automatically and not just two numbers that make 10, but all the numbers leading up to 10. So, not only 5 plus 5 is 10, 2 plus 8 is 10, but 3 plus 5 is 8, 4 plus 4 is also 8. And then building off of that, the other skill we're really focusing on right now is counting on. And on top of that is counting on to find a missing part. So excuse the basic materials. I'm just kind of using what I have here at my home. So this is an example of counting on to find the missing part. So if I have 3 plus equals 7, I need to count on to figure out what my missing part is. This is what we know as part total. So 3, and then I'm going to count on until I get to 7. So we talk about holding that first number in our brain. We go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, how many fingers am I holding up? How many did I count on? 4. So 4 is the missing part that we counted on. So in order to practice both the addition fluency and that skill of counting on, you can play a game at home with your student, kind of like the heads up game that you play with the cell phone. It's kind of like not exactly charades, taboo, or one of those games. So anyway, you could pick a number that you're trying to reach. So you could, if you're playing, for example, make 7, either you or your student will hold up a number on your head. So if you're holding up this number, your student would have to tell you, okay, your number plus 2 makes 7. And they might have to think about it, and you might see them thinking and counting on 5, 6, 7. So that's how they might arrive at 2. And then you would have to tell them back what number you are showing on your head. So if they tell you 2, you could also demonstrate, just to reinforce that skill of counting on, you could say, okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, do I have 5? Is 5 my missing part? And once it becomes more automatic with their addition and just really that skill of recognizing the missing part, it might be like, they might say 2 is a missing part, rather than having to go 5, 6, 7, and then tell you 2. So then you might move on to the next one. And it might say, oh, 4 plus your number makes 7. And then you say, okay, my part must be 3. Or if you really need to reinforce that skill of counting on, you could say, okay, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 4 plus 3, 7. Is my part 3? And they can tell you yes or no. So again, you can make it out of index cards, or you could use playing cards. I couldn't find any handy, but any cards with numbers. And if you need to adjust it, you could start with lower numbers like 5, making 5. You could also go up to making 10. And if you really want to challenge, we haven't started going into the teens yet, but you could also do that with your kids as well.